Good morning to everyone. Here we are going to see exercise 6.4 question number 4. So dear student, in the previous video we had completed 6.3 as well as some questions from question 1, 2 and 3 from exercise 6.4. Now we are going to start question number 4 from exercise 6.4. So here is the question number 4. Find the list number which must be subtracted. Here in the previous exercise 6.3 where there we had find it the smallest whole number and it should be multiplied and divided. Do you remember that question? The same way we are going to do this here also, but the word subtraction and additions comes. So here find the list number which must be subtracted from each of the following number as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect square so obtain. As we did in exercise 6.3, in the same way we are going to do here question number 4 and 5. But the thing is there, here we are going to subtract and add as we said in the question, and we have to find the smallest number. Okay, smallest least number, that means the smallest number. So find the smallest number. So here is the first question 402, and in the question it is very clearly said that 402 is not a perfect square. We have to make it a perfect square, and in order to make it a perfect square we have to subtract our smallest number. That smallest number we have to find out. And after subtracting we have to find out the square root of that number. So for solving that we are going to do the taking the long division method. You can use the prime factorization method also, or you can use the repeated subtraction method. Any method you can use to solve this question as we want the factors of that number, that's right. Okay, प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन से सॉल्व कर सकते हो, या तो फिर रिपीटेड सब्सट्रैक्शन से सॉल्व कर सकते हो, या फिर लॉन्ग डिविजन, कोई भी मेथड आप यूज़ कर सकते हो, डिपेंड्स ऑन यू. सो हियर आई हैड यूज्ड द लॉन्ग डिविजन मेथड. सो टेकिंग 402 as making the pair from the right hand side, two numbers will be pair, 4 is there, so 2 into 2 will be 4, 4 will be subtracted with 4 itself becomes 0. Now 2 plus 2 will become 4. Okay, now here what the number 0 is there, the number 4 will be multiplied with 0 to becomes a number 0 itself. So here it will be 0. What is the remainder left here? 2 is the remainder. That means 2. अगर उसको प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन के मेथड से फाइंड करते हैं तो 2 एक नंबर होता है जिसका अनपेयर्ड हमको मिलता है, isn't it? So in the same way here 2 is the remainder. By अगर प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन से सॉल्व करते हैं तो एक नंबर अनपेयर्ड होता है, वो नंबर 2 रहता है. In the same way while finding from the long division method, the number 2 is a remainder. Okay, जिसका पेयर नहीं बनता वो स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर था. इन द सेम वे हियर द रिमाइंडर विल बी द स्मॉलेस्ट नंबर. सो दिस रिमाइंडर, सिंस 2 is the remainder, so 2 is the remainder left out. That's why 402 is not a perfect square. In order to make it a perfect square, what we have to do is we have to subtract 2 from the number 402. 2 जो है एक रिमाइंडर है, उसके कारण 402 जो नंबर है ना, क्वेश्चन में जो नंबर है वो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नहीं है. उसको परफेक्ट स्क्वायर बनाने के लिए ये रिमाइंडर 2 को 402 से सब्सट्रैक्ट करेंगे. व्हेन वी आर गोइंग टू सब्सट्रैक्ट 402 with 2, what the number we will get the answer as 400. Okay, now 400, as we know that is a perfect square. Now finding the square root of 400, what you will get? It is 20. Clear? So in this way you have to solve question number 4. Moving towards the B part of question number 4, here the number is 1989. Finding the numbers 1989 we have to find by the long division method. While finding in the long division method, what we see that 53 is the remainder. If 53 is the remainder, that means 1986 is not a perfect square. अगर कोई रिमाइंडर बचता है तो वो जो नंबर होगा वो perfect square नहीं है. Hence the least number is 53, which will be subtracted with 1989 to make it a perfect square. So 53 will be subtracted with 1989 to make it a perfect square. Okay, since 53 is a remainder left out, therefore 1989 is not a perfect square. To make it a perfect square, we have to subtract it by 53. So 1989 will be subtracted with 53. We will get a new number, that is 1936. Okay, now this 1936 is a perfect square, so we can easily find out there the square root of 1936. Now you will ask me, teacher, how to find the square root? So dear student, you can use out of the 3 methods, you can use any one of the method to find the square root of the number. Now moving towards the question number 5. Here the question number 5 is same, only one word is changed, that is here we did the addition, here we did the subtraction. In the question number 5 we are going to do the addition. So find the list number which must be added to each of the following numbers so as to get a perfect square. Also find the square root of the perfect square so obtained. So here the number is 525. Clear? Now looking the fifth question, we have to solve it. Solving in the same way as we did for the question number 4. Here we are going to find the 525. We are going to solve by the long division method. So here we had solved by the long division method. As you can see that here is the remainder 41. As the remainder is 41, that means 525 is not a perfect square. Since it is not a perfect square, 525 is not a perfect square, and the number 22, whatever the number we get as a quotient, that number is less than 525. So the next number after 22, what the numbers comes? 23. So 23 ka square number. So what will be the 23 square is 529. But now 529 will be subtracted with 525. You will get the answer as 4. Okay, so the smallest least number will be the 4, which will be the added. Now that number 529 is a perfect square. So its perfect square. It will be a perfect square. Now finding the square root of 529 is 23. Moving towards the B part of the question, finding its by long division method. Then the remainder is 69. As we know that since the remainder is 69, that means 1750 is not a perfect square. As 41 is the question which is less than for 1750. So the next number after 41, which number comes? That is 42. Now finding the square of 42, that is 1764. When 1764 will be subtracted with 1750, you will get the required answer as 40, and root of 1764 is 42. So in this way you have to solve the question number 5th. Now moving towards the question number 6. In the question number 6, you have to find it by the long division method. It's a very simple question. Here the question is, find the length of the sides of a square whose area is 441 meter square. So dear student, here the square's area is given. So what is the formula for area of a square is? That is side into side. So here 441 meter square is the area of a square given. You have to find the length of the side. Now look how to find it. So 441 का क्या निकालोगे? You have to find by the long division method. Now question number 6, in that what we have to do? We have to find the length of the side. So here we have to, in the question itself it is given that area of a square is 441 centimeter square. We have to find the length of the side of a square. So proceeding by a long division method, 441 will be paired from the right hand side. Two numbers will be paired. So here 4 is an individual number, 2 into 2 will be 4, subtracted with 4 it will be 0. Now 2 plus 2 is 4. Now 4 will be multiplied by which numbers to get the, here 41, as 41 will be together, it will become in the next step, isn't it? So here 1 will be multiplied, that 1 will be comes in the question. So here 21 is the answer, 41 will be subtracted with 41, you will get the required answer as 0. We can say that 441 meter square is a perfect number. That's why no remainder is left in the long division method. Hence 21 is the length of the side of a square. Now moving towards the question number 7. In that question number 7, it is said that a right angle triangle is given whose name is ABC, and it makes a right angle triangle at angle B. At angle B, that means 90 degree must be there at angle B. Now, if AB is equals to 6 cm, BC is equals to 8 cm, then we have to find the value of AC, where AC is the longest side of a triangle, that is hypotenuse. Then applying the Pythagoras theorem that AC the whole square is equals to BC the whole square plus AB the whole square, where the value of AC is given as, the value of AC we have to find out, the value of BC is 8 cm square, the value of AB is 6 cm square, isn't it? Square, that means while putting in the formula, then it will be square. While the value BC is given as 8 cm, AB is given 6 cm, and AC, which is the hypotenuse, that's value we have to find out. Now putting the value in the formula, 8 into 8 square, that means it will be 64, 6 into 6 is 36. So 64 plus 36 will be 100. Now as it having the square, it will be moving moving from the left hand side to the right hand side, it will be turned into square root. So square root of 100 will be 100. Now how you will find the square root of 100? Can apply by prime factorizations or by long division method. Okay, so what is the value of AC we got over there? That means AC hypotenuse we got as 10 cm. Moving toward the B part of question number 7, here AC, that means hypotenuse 13 cm given, BC, that is base, is given 5 cm, AB, which is a perpendicular, that's value we have to find. So this is the formula for a Pythagoras theorem. AC is 13 cm square, BC is the 5 cm square, AB value we have to find. So 13 into 13 will be 169, 5 into 5 will be 25. Transposing, since we want to find the value of AB, which is a perpendicular, transposing AB from right hand side to the left hand side and transposing this, you will get 169. AB square is equals to 169 minus 25, that will be 144. So finding the square root of 144, that will be 12. So what is the required answer? What is the perpendicular of right angle triangle ABC, whose measurement is given as AC 30 cm, BC 5 cm. So the required perpendicular value of that triangle is 12 cm. Have you understood? Now the next question, a gardener has 10,000 plants. He wants to plant this in such a way that the number of rows and the number of columns remains same. Find the minimum number of plants he had. He needs more for this. That means as we find it in exercise 6.3, question number 7 or 8, I think. In the same way here we are going to find it. So dear student, number of row and the number of, here it is said number of row will be equals to the number of column, and in that question number of row will be equals to the number of planted plants in the each row. So for that, here what we have to do, as the total number of plants is 10,000, you are going to find it by the long division method. So find it by the long division method, you will get the required answer. Now look how to solve the question. Okay. Now as I told you that you have to find it by the long division method, so what you are going to do, find it by the long division method. Here we have proceed a long division method. Many times I had explained you how to do the long division method. So here directly I am moving towards the last part of the long division method, that is 39. So while solving in the long division method, the remainder we will get it as a 39, isn't it? Since 39 is the remainder, therefore 1000 is not a perfect square. ओके अगर कोई भी रिमाइंडर बचता है या अनपेयर्ड नंबर्स होते हैं, है ना, तो वो एक परफेक्ट स्क्वायर नहीं होता है. सिंस इट इज ग्रेटर देन 1000 इज नॉट ए परफेक्ट स्क्वायर, वी हैव टू मेक इट अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर. नाउ हाउ टू मेक इट अ परफेक्ट स्क्वायर? As we know that the 31 is the quotient which is a less number for 10,000. So after 31 which number comes? 32 will come. So taking the square of the number 32, and that is 10,024. Okay, 1024. That number will be subtracted with 1000. You will get the required answer as 24. So thus we can say that 24 is the minimum number of plant needed by that gardener. Clear everyone? Now then moving towards the next question, that is the question number 9. That also you have to find out by the long division method only. 500 children दिया हुआ है, उसका long division method से find करोगे तो आंसर आ जाएगा. Okay. Now dear student, here we had completed our chapter number 6. Next chapter is chapter number 7, and in that chapter number 7 is cube and cube roots. Cube and cube roots is also same as the square and square root. The thing is that here in the square and square root we are going to make the pair of the two numbers, but in the cube and cube root we are going to make the pair of the three numbers. Only difference is that. Okay, so soon we are going to start chapter number 7, that is cube and cube root. So here we had completed the chapter number 6. It is a new type of chapter. Hope you people understood. If you are having any doubt, please ask me through the live class or by WhatsApp now. Clear? So for today, thank you everyone.